guys, if you have one of these driver backrests for your Indian, made by Grasshopper Limited, or any other motorcycle for that matter, if it's made the same way, I modified it a little bit to make it more user-friendly for me, and I'll show you what I did here. I found that the fitting was much too loose where this piece fits into the holder, and so they recommend wrapping some electrical tape, which I did that, but and it worked okay. But I found for me that I wanted the backrest to be a little bit higher than what was allowing in the stock configuration. So I took the bracket and I drilled a hole right there, tapped it, and then put a set screw, tighten that set screw to the point where you have enough friction but you can still pull the seat out, and that helps it hold it in a lot tighter. Now I wanted to keep it from going down any further, so I just simply drilled this hole and added a bolt. So now the backrest will go in until it hits that bolt and stop. Now, if I just did the bolt, it would be way too loose, even with electrical tape put on there. And what happens with electrical tape is it ends up sort of melting and getting all nasty, and then you pull it out and it's all disgusting and sticky and it moves around. So when you pull your backrest out, your tape is gone, and then you have to add more tape anyway. So I wanted a solution where I could actually use it in the manner it was created, and that is to be able to remove it when needed. Now I've added a piece of galvanized flashing, this really thin flashing material made for roofing. Just happen to have a piece of that lying around the shop. But you could pick that up at Home Depot, or you could even use aluminum. Yeah, pretty cheap. Home Depot or Lowe's. And I simply wrapped it around the post on the backrest right here, and I made it about, a couple inches wide, and then I just wrapped it around, and there's just a little bit of overlap right there. Okay, and it sort of works out nice because I wrapped it right around the post real tight, but it wants to spring out. So then I placed it inside the bracket here, and I pushed it down, and I tapped it in with a hammer, and then I filed off all the edges to make it kind of smooth. And I turned the set screw just enough to kind of grip this metal, and now the bracket fits in there nice and snug, and actually gave myself a little extra support on the upper part, because I'm still limiting how far in this post is going to go, because I want it higher. I'm kind of tall, and I want it higher on the lower back. So I think this is going to work out really nice. So let's give that a try. Okay, that worked out really, really well. Now my backrest is higher, so it's a better fit for me. And also it keeps the flap on the stock seat from being all squished down, because before this kind of had to sit all the way at the bottom for it to have any type of support. It was just way too loose. Now there's a little bit of play side to side, but it's no more, actually it's less than it was stock. And if I push it down, that's as far down as it's going to go because of the bolt that I have in there, so that's as high as it's going to go. There's a little bit of play back and forth, and it's okay. Now let's see if I can pull it out with one hand. I'm not sure. Yep, comes right out. And it's actually easier to put in because now that extra piece that I put in there brings it closer to the top of the seat opening. So now I just put it in one hand. It's the first time I even tried that. So there you go. There's a quick little mod to your Grasshopper Limited driver backrest that might make it more functional for you. Even if you don't want it any higher, just putting that piece in there might give you a little bit more stability side to side. This could still be a little tighter, and I might even go back down into the set screw and tighten it a little bit more and play with that, because now that the set screw is behind the sheet metal, I should be able to sort of pinch that sheet metal a little bit more without it causing friction against the post itself, the set screw friction against the post. So I think that might actually work really, really well. So there you go, guys. I hope that helps you out. As far as a review for this backrest, it's not bad for the price. The quality definitely could be better. A little adjustability would be nice, make it a little higher. Of course, if it was foldable, that would make it a lot better. Of course, that would increase the cost. If I had my way, which I'm probably going to modify this somehow, my plan honestly was, this is a nice vinyl and it looks very good. It actually matches exactly, almost exactly, and the studs are perfect. And other than the texture right here in the seat, it matches very, very well, and you don't even really notice that, but it really looks good. So you can't even tell that it's not leather. But my plan was that I would probably wrap it in leather sometime in the future, and I would like a little more padding. I'm a tall guy, and a lot of people complain about being pushed too far forward, but for me, I sit all the way back in the saddle here, and I lean back against this, and it's pretty good, but I could actually use a little bit more for rear back support, but that's just my personal preference. I actually put something like a towel back here to see if that would work well for me, and it did. So I could also just put a pad on here, you know, maybe just add another pad, maybe a sheepskin something with a little bit thicker pad as another option. So anyway, guys, that's it for now. Enjoy your Indian.